Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Civilization 6, where, well, unexpectedly, I was kind of hoping to win this whole thing without bloodshed. I was really hoping to so. England has decided to declare war, despite having vastly inferior troops to me, so I guess that means we're going to have to teach those stupid bastards a lesson, so that's a shame. But before we get into that war, and the music is suddenly a bit more sad, I think, to represent the fact that we are at war in the modern era, so yeah, we're going to need to figure out what we're going to do here. And we might be able to bring more people into this war against Britain, because they've just declared a sudden war, which is considered a bit of a faux pas. So, Victoria, what else can we do here? Has relationship denounced. She's denounced everyone. Okay, she's denounced Teddy, and I'm pretty sure Teddy Roosevelt has also denounced her. If I go over to Teddy Roosevelt, unexpectedly, me and him might actually be able to join up against... I mean, he might be willing to do it. He's denounced Victoria. They have kind of denounced each other. He's surely just flipping, waiting for a chance here. Are you willing to be a friend to me? We're not interested this time. Fine. Just because he doesn't want to be an ally doesn't necessarily mean he's not up for a joint war here. For whatever reason, he's just not even remotely interested in war with Victoria. It's possible he has some form of non-aggression pact with her. Quite possible, in fact. So what's England got here? England has a very, very large number of knights. We could just start shooting those guys. We could also just start clearing the chaff. These things. These guys are the only things that are really going to do any real damage to me. So we may as well get that done. Just start shooting those knights there. They're pretty tough, but they're not going to be able to do much to me anyway. Yeah, it's really the knights we need to focus on. Because if we can get the knights out of the way, everything else is just worthless. They just will not be able to touch me. So, bomb the knights with the artillery, please. There we go. That should be not quite one dead horse. Stay focused on the battlefield, please. Yeah, we can go in here and we can also win a major victory against these here horses. Just shoot the horses dead. They'll charge into a bit of damage in return, but barely anything. The game really wants me to manage Arretium, by the way. Now, we also need to be careful here. There might be other English troops just kind of floating around. Yeah, there's a handful of them, but nothing major. They've got 2 warriors here. But our legions can just go in and just absolutely flipping slaughter these guys. This is just... England is so dependent on basic warriors. It's not going to work out for them. Me and my little horsemen ride out here and take out these guys. They're not going to be able to win, but they can do a lot of damage. Continuing getting the first strike against these lads. Charge in, gun them down a little bit. Lovely. So that's a couple of them dead. We're still in pretty darn good shape, all things considered. My basic infantry are just going to be able to gun these guys down as they come. This is not going to be that difficult. Now, Ravenna, you just need to buy yourself some troops if you're allowed to. Yes, you are. Perfect. Ooh. Some of these are expensive, mind. Alright, just buy yourself a knight. That'll buy us a bit of time. And because the camp is occupied, it spawns over here in the city. That's fine. We've got ourselves a spare knight at the moment, at least. This is all going to work out. Rome gets a knight as well, just to make sure this guy doesn't make any more progress. Doesn't look like anything's really coming from over here. England does have a frigate. That could be dangerous, because I've not really got any serious defense against that. And Kumai is busy building the Sydney Opera House for a while. I've just kind of got to hope that one stays out of the fight until I can do enough damage to make Victoria realise she's made a stupid mistake and sue for a very humiliating peace. Now we just need to figure out what they're going to do next. What the hell is Victoria planning to do? Her knights are the only thing that can do any significant damage to me whatsoever, but even then, I really doubt she can do anything to me. What is she going to do? Ah, she's going to retreat. Lovely, well done. And charge one group of warriors to die in a humiliating fashion. Good, good, good. Well done. Scythia just announced the evil deeds of England for backstabbing. Scythia really hates that, so that makes sense, yeah. And with the research lab in place, the nuclear program's been boosted. Very nice. Now we've got ourselves a new trade route. Rome has to trade, of course, with someone who's not London anymore. And probably should trade with someone who's not in the south direction at all, because they'll just run into trouble. How about Tromsø? That's a ton of money and some science as well. Lovely. First things first, this group of spearmen decided to come in with a battering ram. Let's just get them out of the way. Lovely. And then just finish them off with this here. Ooh. Apparently we... Oh, yes, good. We can indeed. Lovely. It's going to take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Knights, head on out, finish those guys off, and we'll get the battering ram off them too. Lovely. I just boosted military science literally as I was researching it. That is the most remarkable coincidence. Great. Next up, modern infantry versus basic ancient warrior. England, I think you've made a mistake here, lads. Now, I'm not saying your entire army is mostly already dead, but it kind of actually is. One artillery strike murders another group, and in comes another group of basic modern. Ooh, those guys have at least one actual decent thing here. They've got one AT. Oh, they've got several AT crews, in fact. Okay. England does at least have some. You probably should have led with those. To be perfectly honest, maybe you should have started with that, yeah. And my knights can get straight over to that catapult over there. Beautiful. Second group of knights just ride out and murder these bastards. Lovely. Won't be able to quite kill them, but will come close. And my workers can head over there and build another aluminium mine in a moment. No! This game has favoured the American spelling of aluminum. I shall do what I can to honour... No, I won't. I'm just going to keep calling it aluminium. And now my legions can just push forward and keep murdering all of these here warriors. I would say... give it a moment. England will probably realise what a horrendous mistake they've made now that large parts of their army have just died. And if I have to... I could go and sack their university and library. That gets you bonus science because you're kind of carrying off their ideas. Admittedly, these guys are still on, what, the Renaissance or something? So, yeah, I can't imagine what useful ideas they've got, but apparently it just works that way. And Austria, meanwhile, which has been won over to Hinduism, the Protestants seem to have lost that particular fight. Now, what can we do here? Well, we could go for a bank. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We've already got... oh, yeah. We've already got a flipping library, university, and research centre over here. The science is crazy. You know what? Broadcast centre. I like the broadcast centre. Let's just get that going on here. Let's broadcast our music across the world. And yet more caravans, of course, have made it back to Cumai because we used to be trading with London a lot, but now we're not going to bother. Now, in fact, let's trade with Hattusa for loads of bonus science. Now, you, I believe, should be able to designate a national park in this area right here. That should be fine. Okay, that area is just a national park now. Don't know why she needs to go to that particular square, but that particular spot, this here, is a national park. A national park with, admittedly, you know, nothing really but large plains and one forest, but it's a national park nonetheless. It's good somehow. I'm going to hold off buying anything else just for now. Buying with gold is really expensive now that I've lost the benefits of Merchant Republic. Yeah, it was much cheaper to Merchant Republic, and to democracy, it's a lot more expensive. So I'm going to hold off for now. I'm going to see how we do. I feel like if we just fall back and let these guys throw their best infantry at us, once those are taken care of, which we'll be able to take care of with the benefit of, like, artillery and shooting them from our base, we should be alright, I'd say. I think we just need this guy to fall back, however. Now, what is England's next move going to be? Are they going to try and push forward, or are they now going to fall back, having realised just what a stupid mistake they've made? They're going to push forward a little bit, but... they're not keen to... they are keen to do a bit of attacking. They have managed to do a little bit of damage with that guy, at least. And we've got a... oh, they tried to attack with their warriors. No, it's not going to work for you guys. Guys, oh dear. Their warriors just actually died while attacking me. And it's probably about to happen again too. Yep. Blokes with sticks versus well-trained guys with guns. And in comes more of them. They've got... they've actually brought in some real troops over there. One frigate. How strong is a frigate? Because I have got myself a privateer, which I should probably therefore bring into this fight soon.
Thus, the sculpture serves to give people one thought. Everything is in God's hands.
But first, a new world wonder. Gorgeous. And there he is. Oh, that's lovely. Rome is a beautiful, beautiful city. And you march your troops... whoa, 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 whoa. Teddy. Teddy, Teddy, Teddy. Do you think possibly there might just be a reason why my troops are getting close by to your border? Like the war that's going on right now. Okay, I need to get my troops away from America's borders. I do not want to flipping start a war with America too. Right, artillery, clear out this here knight, which will open a path for this lad here to hopefully escape if he can. You just get over here. Can you get into... oh, you can't quite get into the base. That's a shame, but that's fine. All you need to do now is attack this guy, and he'll be incredibly weak, so that'll be okay. So yeah, just shoot these guys. Lovely, thank you. Now, a frigate is strength 45. My privateer is... ooh. Doesn't really have the strength for this, but might be able to sneak in and get an attack while the frigate's not paying attention. But I should probably just try and stay away from the coast. Infantry needs to take this space off these guys, and oh, can't quite win. That's a shame. That means there's a good chance this guy's about to be attacked, but that's okay. Our knights go in here and just quickly finish off this knight very quickly. Lovely. Though admittedly, we lost one of ours as well, which is a shame. Our knight finishes off this guy. Our legions finish off this guy. Oh, darn it, no. This was the guy that was supposed to be not there because America's going to really mind him being there. Right, I'm going to get rid of this guy because I do not dare start a war with America. Yep, just remove him from the game because I don't want to risk war with America. It's just not worth it. And this scout needs to get out of here too because this scout I want nowhere nearby. At Arretium, meanwhile, aside from having a national park, you guys also have a lovely, lovely combination of some decent production at this point, which is magnificently good news. How fast could you theoretically make a spaceport? 48. Little bit on the slow side. How about building a workshop while we just grow a little bit more, alright? One workshop over here. Now, over in Rome, meanwhile, feels like something's gone a bit wrong here. Why are we suddenly, completely out of flipping food? There we are, just a tiny bit of adjustment. I'm going to take off one of these guys. These guys aren't that important anyway, to be honest. Take off them, and we have got ourselves enough food to grow very slowly, or rather at least not die. Not dying is fine, that's good enough. Tourism jumps up to 534, which should put us in very, very good shape indeed. Oh yeah, we're getting there. This is working well. Rome could have a spaceport, or an industrial zone much, much faster. I feel like if you invest in the industrial zone, the spaceport comes more quickly. That's probably a better idea. This spot right here is pretty bloody perfect anyway, actually. +3 production right here. This was the spot once upon a time we were planning for the Colosseum. But that's fine. Go for that. That will be done very, very quickly. It gets all sorts of bonuses. And then, potentially, Rome could be another source of space programs. Or, if nothing else, we could just actually build like an aerodrome over here. Use this as a jumping off point for an air force. That could work too. Now, are we definitely nice and far away from America's borders here? Or at least as far away as we reasonably can be while we're actually fighting a war against Britain? I mean, I really hope so, because he is technically friendly to me right now. And we do not have a single troop on his borders. Germany, I don't care. I've got bigger problems right now, okay? I mean, I'm kind of hoping that Britain might choose this moment to say, actually, you know what, I'll admit I've made a terrible, horrible mistake and I'm willing to pay you very big piles of money to put it right. They do that, I'm happy.
Never criticise a rifleman until you've walked a mile in his shoes. That way, he'll be barefoot and you'll be out of range.
I like that quote. Sean Bean, you make everything better. So, Rifleman is also flipping complete. So at this point, we should be indeed ready for combustion. Lovely. Which will give us access to the tank. I like the idea of a tank. That seems like a good thing. Also, we can see where the oil is, just in case we need that for anything. Interestingly, right now, only Germany and Rome are in the information age. I'm not quite sure how exactly Germany has come from so far behind to suddenly be leapfrogging everyone, but yeah, they've really been catching up fast. America's still in the atomic age. Right, it's not going to do much good, but we can at least start peppering the AT guys. Just to very slowly start getting them down. And we can also battle cry with these lads. Beautiful. Get their health back up, so they're now up to full strength again. And the artillery can do a much better job at starting to weaken that AT crew. Lovely. As for the other guy, I'm going to pull him back in here and make him fortify until healed within the camp. He's too weak to risk otherwise. We've got ourselves, well... If I move my ship over here... No. No sign of the English. Bring the ships in over this way. If the English return, we will be ready to fight back, and now we've actually got some power on the seas. It's about the same power as them, but if we get the first shot in, that'll be fine. I'd love to think that the guys in Antium have absolutely no bloody clue what's going on right now. They're just sitting there like, oh, this is a lovely little spot. I hope things are going well in Rome right now. They're going fine, lads. We'll be alright. Tell you what, lads, pile on that there science. Let's go. This spot right here, right next to a jungle. Lovely. And my agent successfully stole 400 gold from the British. I would not have even bloody noticed. I'm very sorry. And speaking of that there, spy, steal a tech boost. Do I even flipping need it? Or do I just steal more money? Could just steal some more flipping money. Yeah, sure, why not? Steal the money. Yay, steal money. Lovely. If we get caught, I will ransom you back with the money I just stole. Don't worry, everything's under control. Let's just see how much they've actually got going on in Newcastle right now. If we just charge through here, we can kill these warriors pretty easy. I mean, I wouldn't mind just running in and ransacking their university campus, even if we just take a knock doing it. Just head in there, grab that stuff, head back out again. And when I say do that, they do actually have a frigate standing right next to me. I have a feeling that that is about to shoot me, yes. They've got themselves... Yep, they're going to go for that guy. That's fine, but we're going to fire back too. That is, actually worked really nicely for us. Great. I think those guys are like more like anti-cavalry or anti-tank. So if they go up against basic infantry, we actually do pretty well. Right. Keep on peppering them. Lovely. Those guys are getting injured. Pepper these guys too. Nice. Roman infantry just marches in and finishes these guys off. Lovely. My extremely badly injured infantry can just basically slaughter these warriors right the flip now. Just because, you know, we've got guns. Victoria, you've made a really stupid decision here. Though that possibly has left these guys a little bit too exposed, which may have therefore been a spot of an error. Ah, but while I wasn't paying enough attention, we've got flipping barbarian swordsmen coming in on Arpinum. Well, that's fine. Because we are so advanced, we have now got some really good defenses going on here. There's only so much they're going to be able to do to us. Yep, crossbowmen do the job very nicely. Lovely. So that's what was there taken care of. I will, however, send up a Roman legion to assist. Albeit it's going to be slower because now Japan's squatting on one of the roads. Japan is willing to offer me jeans. 23 gold a turn for dyes and mercury. Yeah, sure, a unique luxury. I've got duplicates of those. That's a unique luxury. Tons of money. Very, very happily. Now, England, are you going to keep trying to push in against entrenched positions and artillery, or are you going to have the sense to try and back off at this point? Greece just completed research on cartography, by the way. Our space platforms are almost done, and that's what Greece is doing. England just expanded, God only knows where. Manchester! There it is, lovely. Group of warriors just vaguely approach my front door. You can die now. This is exactly why I built this camp here. That camp is great. Oh dear. We have got English ships floating around Ostia. This is not good. On the plus side, I'm not sure how much they can do aside from, well, they can do that. They can ransack our bloody harbour. Yep, one pillaged lighthouse, but we will be able to shoot them in a minute. Now, we know there's more British ships somewhere around here. Blast that ship with our cannons. We can do a pretty good job there. Lovely. They're still using Renaissance-era ships, and we've got guns. So those things will be torn down pretty quickly. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a ship somewhere in here. There it is. Technically, I'm slightly stronger than them, and I can get the first shot in. So get over there, over here, attack these guys. Lovely. They won't be able to attack back, because technically this is a ranged shot. Beautiful. Those guys are taking some damage. Even the British Navy is struggling to keep up with me. Perfect. Now, I'm not sure where the AT crew went, but we can very easily go in and take out another flipping catapult just by murdering and shooting them all. Yep, there we are, all dead. Lovely. That'll get us a bit more visibility of what's going on. The AT crew has fallen back into a holy district. That's fine. We can just slowly start pushing in, and now we just basically trash the place until Elizabeth eventually decides she's had enough and is going to surrender. Well, not surrender. I'm not going to force like surrender, but I do want some form of humiliating terms, yes. Now, combustion opens up basically all the options that we now flipping need. In particular, let's get these done. The advanced ballistics and combined arms. That opens up a whole bunch of stuff we may or may not want, but more importantly, opens up the ability for us to see where uranium is. Again, not saying I'm gonna nuke anyone, I just want the option on the table. Get the Cold War done, not because we necessarily need it in particular, though admittedly, containment, every envoy counts as 2 if you don't already own the place. Could be useful. This just basically is slowly starting to head towards social media and globalization. This stuff could be very, very useful indeed. Plus 50% tourism output to civilizations to which you have a trade route. Yeah, right there. That is incredibly useful. Now, the oil. Where is the oil? Ah! Ha 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 ha. Double oil just off Rome. Well, that could be just the sort of thing, yes. And another one just off Ravenna. Okay. Well, that actually works because Rome kind of needed some more production anyway. So, additional productivity in Rome from the oil. Yeah, very, very useful. Though until we've got plastics, we can't build the oil wells anyway. Though admittedly, we get 1 free oil from Hattusa. So, let's just get plastics going like right now. Plastics is an offshore... Okay, so you need to build an onshore oil well, and that would speed up offshore oil wells. But that's fine. That's okay. Let's just get that done. It would be nice to have some oil in the Empire, just in case we need it. Okay, what's England's next move here? England's next move is, ooh, to shoot my knights with the cannon, killing them instantly. Fair enough. Makes sense. I feel like we probably don't want to push England too much further, to be honest. That massive cannon's going to do a lot of damage. And if I even just try and get close enough to ransack this university, one, there's not going to be much in it. It's a basic crappy Renaissance era university. Like, everything in there, we're going to know. The benefit's going to be insignificant. The better option is to fall back, fortify, and basically just let them slowly bleed out. Combat continues in the sea. We might just win this one fight, but there's probably more to come. Luckily, we can just keep shooting these bastards with a massive cannon. The thing is, if I just take over these troops here and try and throw them at Portsmouth, Portsmouth is probably just going to be able to fight them back just with the built-in thing. That's not going to fly. Oh dear. Are you guys just continually healing up? Because if I feel like you are, this is not going to end well if so. Well, promotion available if I happen to survive this next round. Albeit, tragically, both the harbour and the lighthouse have been destroyed by England here. Not good in the slightest. Right. You guys, hold out there. If the English come for you, fine. Don't cause trouble otherwise. I don't really want to push into London itself with that smaller army. It'll just be picked apart by the city defences. I wouldn't mind having a secondary force heading over here towards Newcastle. We're a little bit busy building the Sydney Opera House, but just like not in Sydney. In the meantime, focus on the important stuff. This square right here that's breathtaking. Let's get ourselves a nice seaside resort. Lovely. Oh, this could be the end of that ship. Oh, I feel like that's sinking. That's a shame. You were so close to a promotion as well. The spaceport has understandably pushed people to being happy about the space race. Lovely. When I say the space race, I think this is just me basically launching stuff into space. There's not really anyone else doing anything. Now, speaking of which, no, don't worry about housing. We're not worrying about housing right now. What we're worrying about is space. Project Launch Earth Satellite. That's the thing. Right flipping there. And there we go. The project begins. We soon will have satellites in orbit. Well, the war at sea is probably the place where it's gone the worst so far, so I think I know what we need. One battleship. That could do the job, I think. Or one submarine. Which has... Actually, that has range as well. That has even more range, actually. That has... Actually, no, that has less range, but it's got more power to its range. Albeit only just. You know what? I'll go for the additional range, actually. Let's go for a battleship in 14 turns from Ravenna. Lovely. And we have our own AT crew coming in as well, just in case England sends any more knights. Lovely. Ah! The barbarians that have started showing up are indeed AT crews over here as well. We may have a problem. I'm trying to take them out with crossbowmen. Yeah, I'm seeing the problem here. We may need to build some better armies up here on Pirate Island just for the sake of defense. And we captured a spy from Congo. Fine, we'll sell him back at a ridiculously high price to the Congolese. They will be fine with that, I'm sure. As it turns out, the lads with the rocket launcher did pretty bloody well against my Romans. What are we going to do against these guys? At least acceptably. Enough to do a little bit of damage at least. Now, Rome gets on with a factory that's also going to pass a bit of benefit over to Cumae, but I don't think actually is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no! That will just also pass benefit onto Ravenna. Lovely. I mean, that. Oh yes, of course. Because that's the exact square where originally we were going to put the Colosseum. So yeah, the factory is actually going to pass production benefits onto Cumae and Ravenna. Very, very useful. And out comes our new archaeologist as well. Lovely. Start digging stuff up. We've got a new museum to fill. Norway from the classical era. Sure. That is a mummy. Lovely. So that just goes over in his home museum. Very nice. England just do not get the message. They're still sending crappy basic warriors at me. Genuinely, one has just invaded Cumae, and I'm just going to run it down. Alright, plastics is done, and with that, offshore oil rigs. Very, very nice indeed. And that also gives +1 food to fishing boats, but that doesn't really help me much. Basically, we've been completely bloody murdered by that one AT crew. Kinda understandably. We should probably, at this point, fall back and rapidly train something better. I tell you what, we are sitting on all the money in the world. Let's actually spend it for once. You see, I say that, then I forget how much stuff costs in this game. It's an awful, awful lot. In fact, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just buy a flipping university. That's cheaper than apparently buying one single unit of infantry. There you are. One university. Lovely. Everyone loves universities. And my spy remains in Washington, still just having a look-see round. Honestly, I'd rather he was in London at the moment, but never mind. Yeah, just keep stealing money. Keep stealing that old money. Lovely. And I'm pretty sure England have some troops down here that, yes, indeed, Brussels as my ally are indeed just murdering as best they can, which is going very, very nicely. Yep, down in Brussels, they are just murdering any English that come into range. Very, very nice. And I'm ready to claim a great person. Who is it? It is... Ooh. Gain 350 signs for every artifact in this city. And artifacts in your cities generally... Oh my goodness. That is just the perfect person for me. That is absolutely perfect. Yes. Artifacts in all cities generate 300% of normal tourism. I'm generating so much from that. Oh my flipping goodness. Right. Speaking of which, just keep on digging up those artifacts. Norway are barbarians. Let's go for... Wait, did we already have a Norwegian? I think we already had a Norwegian one. Go for barbarian. That is yet another javelin. Lovely. Admittedly, some of our museums do look a little bit on the similar side, but I'm sure it's fine. So my museums with the artifacts here are Arretium, Arpinum, or Ostia. That's where I need to send this great person. And there they are, in fact. So Arretium... Okay, you actually need to go on quite a long little journey, unfortunately. Though apparently I can just transfer you to another city. Perfect. May as well just send you up to Arretium, really. Apparently I can just teleport you there, so that's fine. Transfer you to Arretium if you'd be so kind. There you go. Next turn we'll take care of you. America's finally made it into the information era. Fine, they're quite a bit behind us then. That's very, very good news indeed. Mary Leakey, most excitedly, though admittedly, I admit, I do not know the history of you. I'm not exactly sure who you are. I'm sure I'll look into it. So, there are indeed 3 artifacts here. So this should be worth like 1,000 science straight up, which is marvellously good news. Yep, straight away advanced ballistics has been unlocked. And my tourism should jump up a little bit too as well. That is marvellously good news. Right, and now everything should be done relatively quickly as well. Because yeah, that 1,000, actually, you know what? At this point, 1,000 isn't even that much. Right, Arpinum, now you've got all of the radio towers and whatever in the world, you should almost certainly be starting work on something good here, yeah. Build me something decent to protect this area. Mechanized infantry strikes me as the sort of thing. Though a machine gun, that strikes me as good too. A ranged unit potentially, okay. That could be decent. It's a little bit faster, I bet it's not as strong, but... yeah, go on. Just get on with some mechanized infantry. It'll take you a while, but at the bare minimum, once it's done, it should be nice and tough. Okay, we've lost Geneva, and as a result, they immediately made peace with Victoria. And we've apparently got another great person coming in. This time a great musician. Right, recruit you. Lovely. And where exactly did he just appear? Hang on, where's he gone? Oh, he's up there. Why is he up there? I don't know why he's up there, but fine, whatever. Let's just move him into a broadcast center and have him compose something here. Ooh, I wonder if we actually get... We do! We get a sample of the music. Lovely. Now, admittedly, we have actually just written the 1812 Overture in 1886. So I feel like something's gone a bit wrong here, but whatever. So that's there, but obviously let's not have that there. Let's move that to here, so that next turn he can just do another one in the same spot. Actually, no, never mind. Let's put it in the Bolshoi Theatre. It would be nice if the theatre actually had something good in it. In fact, let's also move. Yeah, there we go. Now we've actually got kind of 2 things in the Bolshoi Theatre. Very nice. Tourism is up to 602. How is that doing? Ooh, hello. I'm not sure we're even going to have the chance to get the science victory. We are on the cusp of the culture. You know what? Screw it. Just in case, let's get Broadway built. Broadway is lovely. Let's get it built on this here lovely marsh right here. Arretium will be the new Hollywood. It'll be perfect. Now, someone said I'm no longer running Geneva. Well, I'm going to fix that because I actually have a spare envoy for just this sort of emergency. There we go. I think we'll find that Geneva is back on my side and back at war with Britain. Lovely. Japan has denounced England but decided to be friends with oh no. No. Never trust it when Japan decides to be friends with Germany. That does not end well, especially for America. Now, America, I'm not saying you're going to want to be keeping a really close eye on any fleet you've got in harbour at the moment, but just, you know, maybe just keep half an eye. And even more bloody great people are coming in. Perfect. Apparently, it's time for a great artist. There we are. Even more music. Let's have some more lovely music right now. You know, I've heard this music before many times. I never knew it was called the Romeo and Juliet Fantasy Overture. There we are. Some lovely Tchaikovsky for you there. Now, where have we got space for a whole bunch of paintings? Ooh, I tell you what we do have. We have the Hermitage in Rome. Perfect. You transfer yourself over to Rome if you'd be so kind. And actually, if you can you go straight to Hermitage? No, you can't. Fine. Go straight to Rome. We'll move the portraits about. We'll figure it out. Because if we go over here, we'll transfer all of these portraits over to the Hermitage. And then we'll just slowly stick a whole bunch of them over here. Okay, Rome, shove on all the industrial stuff. You are giving bonuses to Ravenna and to Cumae right now, which is well worth it. As for Ostia, maybe just get your harbour sorted out. That kind of feels like an important part of you being the harbour city, so get that sorted out first. Another English knight just comes up to the front door, gets immediately bombed into the Stone Age, lovely. And one final artifact for our museum. Choose the artifact, and it is nothing but an artifact from Norway, no choice there. Beautiful. Greece wants incense, but is only willing to offer 7 gold for it. Nope, go away. The furs, I've got plenty of furs. That is a bad deal, Pericles. You should feel bad about even offering it. Ah, here we go. Nuclear fission. Lovely. The ability to do the Manhattan Project. Building a nuclear device, requiring some uranium. Let's just check where the uranium is, alright? I'm not saying I want to nuke anyone. I'm just saying let's know where it is. Notice as I literally need to go through this technology just to actually complete the Mars thing. Now here's an interesting one. Space race in 5 turns. We will get satellite broadcast tourism from great works of music. Nice. So, triple the tourism from that. That will be a big... Oh, that's already a nice big boost right there. Oh, this is getting close. This is just the thing. I tell you what, we might just be able to push this over the edge here. If we just build ourselves some beautiful, beautiful beaches. These spots right here. That could be just the thing. Right, get a builder going on here. Come on. Ignore the fact that we're about to be murdered by a group of barbarian bastards with rocket launchers up there. Just keep focusing on the important stuff. Building beaches. Actually, tell you what, we're sitting on a huge pile of money. Let's actually upgrade these troops I've already got to be better. If we can get these to be... Oh, I can just make these guys mechanized. Okay, actually, that is actually 800 gold. Maybe don't do that. However, this thing right here could be worth thinking about, yes. Now, if they actually come at me, I've got a very powerful machine gun emplacement waiting for them. Ah, yes, and our great artist is here as well. Keep creating some great works here. Water is lovely. Oh, I've seen the original of that. So, there we are. We've got some great works there. That is a landscape. Ah. Ideally, we need like 3 of the same things for the theming bonuses. Congo's coming to me looking for incense and also a joint war against Scythia. And they're not even willing to offer me much for it. They're just willing to offer me some pearls. Nope. Not a chance. Now, keep on producing these here pictures. Impression sunrise. Actually, if he produces 3 landscapes, then, ooh. Sadly, I think I'll get the theming bonus 2 out of 3. Because what he's going to show me is it's going to be 3 landscapes. So they're going to match on the landscape front. But they're going to be from the same artist, which is a shame. And I tell you what, we've also got writing coming in as well pretty darn soon. And we could bridge that gap anytime we wanted to, actually. Although I tell you what, I like this here great merchant who says campus districts provide plus 10 tourism. Plus 50 tourism? Could be useful. Could be enough to push me over the edge. Could be very good, in fact. Now, let's try out these new Oh, I like the new machine gunners. Germany just formed an alliance with Japan. Oh, I've seen how this goes. Now, let's get some oil rigs built here. Nice. Loving the oil rigs. Meanwhile, just keep shoving up these here paintings. Lovely. Now, we presumably get a bit of a theming bonus? No. Apparently not much of a theming bonus at all. That's a shame. Oop, Teddy Roosevelt sadly found one of my spies. I will cease all operations at once. In fact, I will, because I'd actually quite like to move that spy, like, over to London. So, travel over there to... What else can you do? You can choose mission promotion. Oh, just travel over to a new city. Yeah, send him over to London. I'd like to see what's going on over there. And, ooh... There is actually such a thing as a great work heist. That's kind of cool. You know what? I just want him there mainly for the visibility. Let's just send him over there. He'll be there in a few turns. Okay, the oil rigs are constructed. We now have a decent supply of oil. And Rome is apparently starving to death. We should probably sort that out. Amazing, I've actually got 0 padlocks on right now. The city has just literally chosen automatically a distribution that leads to starvation. That's incredible. And it works just like in Civ 5. Tiles that are 4 out, your city may be able to expand out to, but you cannot buy them. You can set up the encampment on them to actually bring them into the trade network, but you can't actually kind of have people working them. Fine. Makes perfect sense.
Leave the atom alone.
No, don't. We might need the atom. I'm not saying we definitely will. I'm just saying we might. Nuclear fission complete and space race 2. Now, this is one that I won. There's some very good stuff in here if I recall correctly. Yes, satellite broadcast. Triple the tourism from great works of music. I don't have many of them, but I've got enough of them to make it worthwhile. If I were probably ready for skyscrapers to come off, to be honest, we've got very few wonders left. We're almost done with that. And I would bring in its place... Potentially, I'd be willing to consider bringing in symphonies. Plus 4... Actually, you know, are we really going to get more music at this point? Actually, we did have that great merchant I kind of wanted to get hold of. Yeah, let's just shove the great merchant in there for a bit. That'll do. Alright, tourism jumps again. Oh, and we're getting close. We're getting so close now. And get working on some lasers because, yeah, I want access to nuclear fusion. Just in case, well, mainly for the Mars reactor. But if we need a thermonuclear device, would be nice to know we have one. Meanwhile, social media. Get myself plus 50% tourism output to civilizations where we have a trade route. We can trade with a lot of civilizations simultaneously. That could work out very nicely. Now, sources of uranium. Where is that? Wait, where? You're telling me I'm looking at it. Where is it? I think we might have built the opera house on top of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have. Right, so we can't get to that one. Where's the other one? Oh, thank goodness it's there. Good. Uranium. We've already got it. Lovely. In fact, actually, I forgot to look up there. Right. So, we've got uranium in the Empire. That is good. That is very, very good. I feel like, yeah, that's going to work. Also, wait, hang on. Who am I telling to move where? Ah, you, random worker. Yeah, sure. Why don't you just come ashore for a moment? Yeah, come ashore. Then we'll figure out what to do with you later. Actually, I tell you what. Just build a seaside resort. Everyone loves seaside resorts. Lovely, lovely. Well, lucky we do indeed have plenty of uranium, even if apparently our ballet is a little bit on the radioactive side. That's unfortunate. I'm not getting rid of the ballet. 2 uranium is probably enough. That's 100% fine. I'm totally fine with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with the potential ingredients to blow up everyone who could ever oppose our glorious, cultural, peaceful, scientific reign acquired, I'm going to call it a part there. But next time it looks like it's going to be the finale, where hopefully we will win a glorious, glorious cultural victory. But before we do, I would love to get a satellite into space, have a look-see at the wider world, and indeed, hopefully, make peace with England. I'd like to make peace with them. I've got nothing against them. I don't even want to take the cities off them. I am willing to make peace. Everything will be absolutely fine. We'll figure out a way to make peace with them, or possibly we'll nuke them one way or the other. Ooh, there's more uranium over there as well. Nice. So, all of that to come soon, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Civilization 6. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Has he got nipple tassels on? There is nothing less intimidating than a fat bloke with nipple tassels. I wouldn't kill him. We're standing on top of a pool of oil and he's holding a torch. I'm fighting the same guy 3 times at the moment. It is actually the same bloke. It's cocking Scotland, not the waste beyond the wall. This isn't Game of Thrones, it's just Britain.